Yo. What's going on? What's going on, my tragedies? It's such a tragedy. Why in the world is that girl so mad at me? You see me high and strung out. Why the hell did you laugh at me? Bro, if I get locked up, would you stab for me? Hey, if I run out of money, do you have half of me? I want to do something real quick. So, I just found out who Sam Hyde is, right? Another conservative guy, blah, blah, blah. I agree with 80% or something of that crap. The point that I'm about to make is that, where are we going? Yeah, we're going to scrapyard. I got some wire to turn in. Bro, this man just dropped a video. I was on the Stairmaster. I just smashed legs, bro. Look at these legs, bro. Look at these legs. What the Anyway, I just got off the Stairmaster. I'm going through videos to watch whatever while I'm on that treadmill. And Sam Hyde posted a video talking about the boomer generation, my parents, our parents, basically. They didn't leave us with nothing and da-da-da-da-da. Okay, once again, conservative stuff. I agree with that. Okay, whatever. And then I looked. The video had been up for 2 hours. It had 250,000 views. I never heard of Sam Hyde till like 2 weeks ago. Never heard of him. Never heard of the guy. My point is, I don't think it's the cult of character of that man, Sam Hyde. It's the title of the video. Your parents left you with nothing. And I take that in a couple of ways. One way is that, yeah, it's true. They didn't, my dad passed 2 years ago, and a couple of months, he passed on my younger son's birthday. The simulation is winking, right? Like Future said, we got some niggas coming in, and I got some niggas that just got out, and I got some niggas that just went in. And that's, a man dies, the 8 children got killed in Louisiana yesterday, and 800 babies were born the same day. It's just the nature of the beast, the negative and the positive, the light and the dark, the way that the Most High has wired up this planet. And one day maybe we'll figure it out. I'm drifting way off. And so my point is number 2, bro. 250,000, and I clicked it too. I clicked the video as well. 250,000 people in 2 hours agree that they got the short end of the stick, or that they got a bad deal. And I'm like, damn, I had thought about, they're talking in the video, and the boomers had all this, and the boomers got this, and they did this, and they left us with nothing, and blah, 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 blah. Wine. Red wine. A bunch of whining. It's truth in it, but a bunch of whining. And I'm like, damn, 250,000 views, 250,000 people are in compliance with this complaint that you were left with nothing. And it's like, grow up, bro. Grow up. And I guess that's more like a white people thing, because my mom and my grandparents on my mom's side, they had my mom had six brothers, one adopted, one cousin that grew up as a brother, as their brother, and one sister, 2 girls, my mom and another girl. So, granddad, he didn't leave them with nothing. They didn't leave with nothing. And then on my dad's side, they were farm black folks. My mom, they're country black folks. Like, they didn't live on the farm. They lived in the country, but not on a farm. My dad's side of the family grew up on a farm. And he had 4 or 5 brothers and 5 or 6 sisters. And the story with them is that both parents died in year to year. One year, both my grandparents on that side died, let's say like 1970s. It was during Vietnam. So let's say 1975, granddad died. King Austin died, or Thomas, whatever. He died. And then 76, Valley Mae Austin died the next year. So they had no parents. So they had all these children left and no parents. So my dad got lucky, and that's probably why I'm here. He got pulled out of Vietnam because of that. And my point, let me bring this all back in, bring this all home base to you, is that do you think they my dad was left with nothing. He didn't get nothing. He didn't inherit nothing, and that's because they died. And whatever was divided was divided. I don't know. I'll never know now because he's gone. So I don't want, me being a Gen X, not X, a Z or whatever, not a boomer. I'm not gonna say, oh, pull yourself up by the bootstraps and all. I'm not, but bro, 250,000 people instantly agreed with that the boomers, you're mad at the boomers because they, screwed everything up and blah, 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 blah. But you got to remember with the boomers, they didn't have a YouTube. They didn't have an Instagram. They thought the world was a ball spinning through the cosmos. They thought the moon landing was real. They didn't know about the crack epidemic. They didn't know. They just thought black folks just started cooking up iron. They didn't know that. They didn't know till a decade later that the CIA cooked that dope up and taught people how to do it. But remember, they didn't know about the Contra stuff, shipping guns and buying cocaine and all that. They didn't know. Nobody knew because it was CBS, NBC, ABC. That's it. And your local paper. You didn't have people on YouTube that cracked the Pizzagate code and told you that the earth was a solid structural thing like the Bible and the earth and the moon are the same. Nobody knew that. Nobody knew that. Nobody knew that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna wrap it up. In conclusion, give the boomers some, give them a little compassion, bro. They didn't have a glass computer in their pocket with unlimited information at all times, okay? They didn't know. They didn't know, man. Y'all have a good day, man. Stay sober, stay straight, read your Bible, and eat your steaks, okay?